Did you know your car is hiding a secret that's costing you hundreds, even thousands of dollars every year? It's not your driving style or the price of gas. It's five tiny sensors that are quietly failing, turning your engine into a gas-guzzling machine without ever triggering a check engine light. Dealerships don't want you to know about these simple fixes. But today, we're exposing the truth. Let's start with the one that literally measures the lifeblood of your engine. Sensor number 1. The mass airflow sensor, or MAF. You've probably heard you should clean it, but most people don't understand why it's so critical. Your MAF sensor tells the engine's computer exactly how much air is coming in. But over time, it gets coated in a fine layer of dirt, oil, and dust. This invisible film makes the sensor underreport airflow. Your computer thinks less air is entering, so it injects less fuel. Sounds good, right? Wrong. This creates a lean fuel mixture that your oxygen sensors detect. To compensate, the computer jacks up your long-term fuel trims, sometimes by 20% or more, just to keep the engine from misfiring. You end up burning way more gas just to hit the right air-fuel ratio. The fix is dirt cheap. A can of dedicated MAF sensor cleaner costs less than $10. Just remove the sensor, give it a few gentle sprays, let it dry and reinstall it. Do this every time you change your air filter. This simple 5-minute job can instantly boost your MPG by 10 to 15% and prevent expensive damage to your catalytic converter. This is a super common issue on pretty much any vehicle with over 50,000 miles, especially GM, Ford and Nissan trucks and SUVs. But even with the right amount of air measured, your car might be getting bad advice on how to burn it. That brings us to sensor number 2, the oxygen sensor, or O2 sensor. Everyone knows a bad O2 sensor can hurt gas mileage. But what the parts store is done to tell you is that these sensors get slow and lazy long before they fail completely. As they age, O2 sensors react more slowly to changes in the exhaust gas. Your engine's computer is trying to make rapid-fire adjustments to the fuel mixture, but it's getting delayed, sluggish information. It's like trying to have a conversation with a massive satellite delay. The computer can't keep the air-fuel ratio perfectly balanced, so it defaults to a richer mixture to be safe. You don't get a code, but your fuel economy silently drops mile by mile. Professional mechanics will tell you that O2 sensors are a wear item, just like spark plugs or brake pads. They should be replaced every 60,000 to 100,000 miles period. For about $100 in parts, you're restoring the most critical feedback loop for fuel efficiency. One Honda owner went from 24 to 31 MPG just by replacing his good but aging O2 sensors. It's a no-brainer for any high-mileage vehicle, especially Toyotas, Hondas, and Subarus. But what if your car's computer is getting fooled before the air even gets measured? This leads us to the sneakiest culprit of them all, sensor number 3, the manifold absolute pressure sensor, or MAP sensor. This little guy is responsible for measuring engine load. But here's the problem. Tiny, undetectable vacuum leaks around the sensor, or its hose can throw everything off. If the sensor is reading even a little bit of atmospheric pressure instead of pure manifold vacuum, it thinks you're flooring the gas pedal when you're just cruising. The computer freaks out and dumps an extra fuel to match the perceived load. We're talking a persistent rich condition of 10% or more, without a single trouble code. Your car runs rich, your catalytic converter starts to glow, and you're burning fuel like you're in a drag race. The solution? Get a smoke test. It's the only way to find these tiny vacuum leaks. Check all the lines connected to your intake manifold and the MAP sensor itself. Make sure the port where the sensor sits is clean. If your scan tool shows jumpy or weird readings, replace the sensor with an original factory part. Don't cheap out. This is a notorious problem on Dodge Rams, older GM and Ford trucks, Jeep 4.0-liter engines, and the Chevy Trailblazer. A $50 sensor can save you hundreds a year in fuel and prevent a catastrophic multi-thousand-dollar emission system failure. If this is making sense, hit that like button to help other drivers find these secrets. But even with the right load calculation, your engine might think the air is hotter or colder than it actually is, and that destroys MPG in ways you'd never expect. Next up, sensor number 4, the intake air temperature sensor, or IAT. You've probably never even thought about this one. How much could air temperature possibly matter? A lot, actually. Your IAT sensor determines air density, which directly controls how much fuel the injectors spray. Here's the dirty secret. On many cars, especially turbocharged ones, the IAT sensor gets heat-soaked. It sits too close to hot engine parts and starts reading temperatures 40 to 80 degrees hotter than the actual air coming in. When your computer thinks the air is hot and less dense, it commands more fuel to compensate. The result is a constant 5 to 15% rich mixture when you re-cruising down the highway, exactly when you should be getting peak efficiency. The fix is easy. On a cold morning, before you start the car, use a scan tool to compare the IAT reading to the outside temperature. They should be within a few degrees of each other. If not, the sensor is bad. If your sensor is mounted near the exhaust or turbo, consider relocating it to a cooler spot in the intake tube. One Honda Civic owner gained 4 MPG instantly just by moving his sensor. This is a $20 part that saves you hundreds a year and prevents fouled spark plugs and damaged O2 sensors. We see this all the time on Dodge Neons, Honda Civics with aftermarket intakes, GM trucks, and older Toyota Camrys and Corollas. If you care about real facts that protect your wallet, hit that subscribe button right now. But even with perfect air readings, the most damaging sensor mistake is still to come. When this final sensor fails, your engine stays in warm-up mode forever. And that is sensor number 5, the engine coolant temperature sensor, or ECT. You look at the temperature gauge on your dash, it's sitting right in the middle, so you think everything's fine. This is dangerously wrong. Many modern temperature gauges are buffered. They are designed to show normal even when the actual temperature is fluctuating. Here's the killer. If your ECT sensor starts to fail by reading just a little colder than reality, your engine's computer thinks the engine is never fully warmed up. It holds the engine in a rich, warm-up mode indefinitely. This can literally double your fuel consumption. Your car is constantly dumping in fuel like you just started it on a freezing winter morning all day, every day. Technicians see this constantly. A cold-biased ECT sensor will slash your fuel economy by 30 to 50%. Often without triggering a check engine light, because the reading is still plausible to the computer, just wrong. One Silverado owner went from 13 back to 19 MPG just by replacing his faulty ECT sensor. To check it, use a scan tool on a cold engine and compare the ECT and IAT readings. They should be almost identical. And make sure your engine is actually reaching proper operating temperature, around 190 degrees Fahrenheit. If not, you also need a new thermostat. Use only factory original sensors here. Aftermarket ones are notorious for being inaccurate. This $30 sensor prevents hundreds in wasted fuel and thousands in damage to your catalytic converter and engine internals from fuel washdown. This is a huge problem on GM 3800 engines, Ford Triton motors, many Toyotas, and older Hondas and Chevys. So there you have it. Your car's fuel economy doesn't just decline because it's old. It declines because the sensors it relies on slowly fail without warning. By cleaning your MAF, replacing your O2 sensors, and verifying your MAP, IAT, and ECT sensors are accurate, you can instantly restore lost MPG, prevent catastrophic engine damage, and keep your high-mileage car running like it was new. Dealerships would rather sell you a new vehicle than teach you these simple, cheap fixes. Take back control of your MPG today. If you found this useful, hit like and subscribe right now. I'll keep bringing you the real facts to save you thousands. Drop a comment and let me know which sensor you're checking first. Drive smart, and I'll see you in the next video.